because it's been a while since I've been back to doing videos, man. And the last time I did a video, it was about a few months, it was about around June-ish. Like, sometime around June, it's like I was slamming a whole bunch of videos, like, non-stop, just getting them all done, so I've been away for a little bit, but honestly, man, I'm actually happy to be back to recording again. Also, the podcast is coming back soon, so be on the lookout for that. But I'm really excited to talk about this next video game because I just got done playing it a while ago, and honestly, man, I've really been fucking loving it, and it's been a long time since I've even played anything like this. And the game I'm going to be talking about is none other than Dead Rising 4 Frank's Big Package. Now, the thing is, Frank's Big Package is more of a game with some bonus stuff, It's like you get to play zombie mini golf and shit and do Capcom Heroes where like Frank is dressed up as a bunch of Capcom characters like Dante from Devil May Cry. So it's like I'm not really gonna go down the whole list because I don't want to spoil that. But before we get into this game review, I want you guys to like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell notification down below so you can be notified of new videos. Also, be sure to follow me on Spotify. Follow the podcast on Spotify, a P Thing Podcast. Follow that shit, man. We're trying to get some numbers going, Let's get some numbers stacking up. Because the more followers we get on Spotify, the more podcast episodes I can deliver. And the better the content will be for you guys to enjoy better, So, that's all I want to say. But other than that, man, let's get it cracking. Now, for those of you who are not familiar with the Dead Rising game or with who Frank West is, let me just break it down for you real quick. Frank West, the original Dead Rising protagonist from the very first one, has returned, and he's also a photojournalist, so it's like he's one of those guys that take pictures of everything for like articles and shit like that. He returns 16 years after the events of Willamette in the very first one, and he's not alone, because apparently he is taking on a student named Vic Chu, who I'm not really going to spoil much, but apparently there's been a lot of funky shit going on that leads them back into to the city of Willamette, Only this time you're discovering that there's more than you think. There's more than just zombies in the mall. There's zombies, there's soldiers, there's psychos, and not only that, you're dealing with something much more bigger and much more menacing. I'm not going to spoil it for you. I'm going to let you guys play the game first. But what I love about the game is that you are doing more than just exploring the mall. You are exploring the city of Willamette, You're going all over the place, and it makes it so much more exciting, so much more to explore. And honestly, man, the storyline, it was really fun, But not only are you exploring the mall and the city, but you are creating bigger and better and more fun combo weapons, like fucking electric axes and crazy vehicles and shit, For those who are not familiar with the Dead Rising games, like you were basically fucking MacGyvering in the fucking game, like creating all kinds of weapons and turning them into like super OP weapons and shit. Like fucking combining Christmas lights and a baseball bat and fucking getting an electric Christmas bat. Or combining a fucking computer and an axe and getting an electric axe or some shit, you know? So it's like, the way that this game does with making combo weapons, it is hilarious. The character is still as funny as he was in the first one. A little bit more cheesier, but that's because, I mean, the dude, he's getting older and all. But his charm, his personality, all that good stuff, it's still the same. But honestly, man, the gruesome fightings and killings, they are still amazing as well. And the only downside that I want to say with the game is the fucking music, you know, because the game is set during Christmas, so you're stuck with listening to fucking Christmas jazz, you know. I don't like it. I mean, I've been stuck with it throughout the game and only started playing my own shit about like closer to the end. But here's the thing, like the game is regardlessly fun, you know. I absolutely love it. The storyline, so much to say, man. So honestly, with my review of the storyline, it is really fun. You're exploring a whole lot of cool shit, meeting cool people, creating new weapons, new vehicles. I mean, some of the vehicles are so goddamn fun. Like, I make them constantly. Like, there's a fucking weapon that I always go to instantly. Instantly, just like that. There's a weapon that I fucking love using because it is so goddamn enjoyable. Where you're combining anything explosive or flammable and a sledgehammer and turning it into a fucking explosive sledgehammer that fucking blows up gangs of fucking zombies out of my way, you know? So it is so fucking fun. I love using this shit. The ice sword, it is super fucking clutch, you know, especially around swarms. Like, the ice sword is super OP, you know? And there are so many more weapons I can get down to, but I'm not, but again, I'm not gonna spoil it, you know? I want you guys to enjoy the game as well as me, you know? I mean, come on. Come the fuck on, you know? You guys can enjoy the game as well. But, there are some upsides and downsides to the game. And honestly, I'm gonna get to the pros of the game first. The storyline is very interesting. There are some parts that kind of had me lost for a moment, you know, but the storyline is great nonetheless. The characters are hilarious. Frank West is by far the funniest, and he's a real amusing character, man. Like, I love playing with Frank West. He's funny. He hasn't changed not one fucking bit. And his quirky corniness, it's the same as it was in the first one. I never really played the first one all that much. I think I only played like a demo of it at the time. And I think I've only seen the Game Grumps play the game, and it was fun to watch, you know? But the game was enjoyable nonetheless. The fighting, super cool, super OP. I love it. I love every weapon that you can make on it. There are some weapons that are kind of bland, not really all that exciting. I think it was the electric Christmas hanger, Christmas decoration thing. You know, it's like, it's a fucking, I don't know what the fuck it's called. um, but like, there are some weapons that are not really all that great, despite how they seem dope. The fucking gun combos are just as fun. Some of them are way too enjoyable to use. Sometimes it's like some of the weapons I make, use them for a split moment, and then never use them again because I don't want to fucking have to look for them all over again and shit. The lightsaber is super fun, but the durability doesn't really last long, you know? So it's like, it doesn't, it's very short use, you know? And the same thing can be said with the electric axe, you know? And it's a bit of a bitch looking for the battle axe because, like, there are so many people that use different variety of weapons and shit. And you would have to fucking travel all over throughout the whole fucking map just to look for a battle axe. And honestly, I'm one of those players that don't want to buy the weapons. Like, I want to buy the blueprint. Like, I want to find the blueprints first or create the weapon. Like, I want to buy the blueprints or find them lying around before I start buying the actual already made weapon. Because I want to enjoy it without having to pay for it. But honestly, man, the storyline, it is amazing, really fun. The characters are great. And there are some moments with Frank West that really have me laughing. Like, there are so many things that he says that just crack me up. And the thing is that he's addicted to mini golf, you know? So it's like, it's an ongoing conversation sometimes with some of the characters. Like, oh, when we're all done with this and when I'm done with my story, let's go play mini golf. Hey, fist bump, let's go mini golf. You know, so it's like, it's a continuous go-to topic with him. But some of the other characters are really interesting and funny as well. But that's some of the pros with the game. It's fun nonetheless. But there are some moments that really had me pissed off, you know. And one of my biggest issues with the game is the saving, you know, because most games I play, they have manual saves or auto saves where, like, if you get to home base or whatever, or your protection stave or whatever, or if you just manually save, it saves right there. But the thing is, with the game, it saves wherever the fuck it decides to save. And there have been times when I'm fucking, like, starting the game up and I'm in front of a fucking squadron of zombies and shit. And I'm completely getting irritated, especially with some of the weapons that I made before saving and how I have to remake them or I have to look all over the fucking map just to find them again, you know? So it's like, some of the bits about the game, it really pissed me off. And one of them was definitely the saving and loading. Capcom, motherfucker. So it was like, there were some moments in the game that really pissed me off. And not only that, with some of the freezing animations, you know, it's like you're trying to grab something or pick something up, and it's like Frank is just frozen there, completely stunned, frozen, not doing anything. Meanwhile, fucking shit ton of zombies are clawing you up and all that shit. And then a few seconds later, he's doing the thing that I intended him to do seconds ago, you know? So it's like, with the freezing animations, it is very annoying, you know? It really gets on my nerves. But, I mean, it's the little things. I mean, my only issue is just the save animation and the save and loading and the animations. Another thing is some of the characters, like, they kind of bug out sometimes. And I'm not gonna lie, I love it, like, making zombies glitch or like fucking smack them so hard they're stuck into inanimate objects and shit, or stuck in the walls or whatever. It's funny when I make them glitch, but if they're glitching on their own, that's another problem, you know? So the game has some glitching and freezing moments that irritate me. and there were some saving and loading issues that pissed me off a lot, you know. But other than that, man, I mean, I'm not gonna lie, Dead Rising is a really fun game, so I'm gonna give it a 6 out of 10 zombie heads, you know. The game is fun nonetheless, but there are some moments and uh, bugs in it that need to be settled. I mean, some of the other characters are really fun. Some of the combos and costumes are enjoyable, funny. But honestly, man, Dead Rising 4 is a 6 out of 10 for me. You know? But let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. I'll see you guys next video. I'm out. Peace.